Coming to America 1988. The true story behind Zamunda and the mic drop. In today's Hollywood Insider Spotlight, we dive deep into the legendary 1988 classic Coming to America. Discover how Eddie Murphy transformed from a superstar to a master of multiple characters and why this fairy tale still hits differently in 2025. Key highlights, benefits. By the end of this video, you'll know the real inspiration behind the fictional nation of Zamunda, how Louis Anderson landed his role for just $660, the surprising connection between this film and The Lion King, why the iconic Soul Glow jingle was almost a real brand. Welcome back to Hollywood Insiders, where Hollywood Insiders takes you behind the curtain of cinematic classics. Today, we're diving deep into the iconic comedy, Coming to America 1988. Join us as we explore the hilarious journey of Prince Akeem Eddie Murphy to Queens and why. Unforgettable characters like Semmi, Cleo McDowell, and Randy Watson. The genius of director John Landis and the legendary Arsenio Hall's multiple roles. The making of classic scenes. McDowell's The Wedding. The sexual chocolate performance. Why this movie remains a beloved staple in comedy history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Hollywood deep dives. What's your favorite Coming to America moment? Let us know in the comments. The story of Coming to America 1988 began with Eddie Murphy's personal desire to create a modern black fairy tale that moved away from his typical streetwise action comedies. The creative spark, inspiration from heartbreak. The concept was born while Murphy was on a comedy tour. Feeling disillusioned by a recent breakup, he began imagining a story about an African prince who travels to the US to find someone who would love him for his character rather than his wealth or status. Original pitch. Murphy originally titled the 10-page treatment, The Quest or the Zamunda Project, a substance-driven kingdom. Murphy wanted to portray a wealthy, independent African nation Zamunda that was free from the colonial stereotypes common in Hollywood at the time. Production and development. Collaborative team. Murphy recruited SNL writers David Sheffield and Barry Blaustein to turn his notes into a screenplay. He also brought in director John Landis, who had previously directed him in Trading Places. Makeup revolution. The film marked the first time Murphy played multiple characters in one movie. Makeup artist Rick Baker used advanced prosthetics to transform Murphy and Arsenio Hall into several diverse characters, including the elderly patrons and the barber in the local shop. McDowell's parody. The fictional fast food joint, McDowell's, was filmed inside a real Wendy's in Queens. The parody was so close to McDonald's that lawyers from the corporation reportedly visited the set to check for trademark violations. Release and legacy. Box office smash. Despite mixed reviews from critics at its release on June 29, 1988, it became a massive commercial success, grossing nearly $300 million worldwide. Cultural milestone. It is widely cited as the first global blockbuster to feature an all-black cast and a positive portrayal of African royalty. Its success proved to Hollywood that stories centered on black excellence and romance had global box office power. Legal controversies. The film's success was followed by a high-profile breach of contract lawsuit from columnist Art Buchwald, who claimed the idea was stolen from his 1982 script treatment, King for a Day. Iconic characters and casting trivia. Alternative leads. Before Shari Headley was cast as Lisa McDowell, Former Miss America Vanessa Williams was in the running for the role. Legendary actor Sidney Poitier was also considered for the role of King. Jaffe Joffer before it went to James. Earl Jones. The white actor mandate. Despite Eddie Murphy's desire for an all-black lead cast, Paramount Pictures required the inclusion of at least one white actor to appeal to broader audiences. This led to the casting of Louis Anderson as Morris. Breakout cameos, the film featured several future stars in minor roles, including Samuel L. Jackson as a McDowell's robber and Cuba Gooding Jr. in a silent cameo as a customer in the barbershop. Makeup mastery. Rick Baker created over 40 sets of custom teeth to transform Murphy and Arsenio Hall into their various alter egos, such as Saul and Clarence. Filming location updates 2025. McDowell's Restaurant Queens. The famous filming location at 857 Queens Boulevard in Elmhurst was originally a Wetson's and later a Wendy's. As of 2025, the building has been demolished and replaced by a modern apartment complex. The Queen's apartment, Akeem and Semmi's rundown apartment, was actually filmed at 392 South 5th Street in Brooklyn, not Queens. McDowell's house, while supposedly in Jamaica Estates, the Tudor-style home of the McDowell family, is actually located in Los Angeles at 555 South Muirfield Avenue. Musical and creative secrets. Soul Glow success. The infectious Soul Glow jingle was written by legendary producer Nile Rodgers and sung by Christopher Max Rodgers. Has jokingly called it one of his proudest moments in his career, naming Zamunda. The fictional kingdom's name was inspired by a Richard Pryor comedy routine. It was originally drafted as Muda before director John Landis changed it. The Trading Places connection. The film features a famous Easter egg where the Duke brothers, played by Don Amici and Ralph Bellamy, from Landis' previous film Trading Places, appear as homeless men who receive a large sum of money from Prince Akeem. Immersed in luxury and riches, courteous Prince Akeem, the refined heir apparent to Africa's prosperous kingdom of Zamunda, summons up the courage to reject an arranged marriage proposal on his 21st birthday. As a result, bent on finding true love, the young blue blood heads to the strange urban jungle of New York City's Queens. To mask his regal descent, Akeem and his trusted valet Semmi must post as humble exchange students, doing their best to mingle with their neighbors. But more than anything in the world, the noble bachelor yearns to be loved for who he is and not for his title. Is Prince Akeem destined to find his soulmate in America's bustling Big Apple? Did you know? The homeless men that received the money from Prince Akeem Eddie Murphy are the Duke brothers Ralph Bellamy and Don Amici, from Trading Places 1983, also directed by John Landis. In that movie, Billy Ray Valentine Murphy was responsible for, even though he is known for breaking the fourth wall in his movies. It led to a conflict with producer George Folsey Jr. until star Eddie Murphy decided that it was a great idea. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Hollywood Insiders, featuring Coming to America, starring Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, Shari Headley, the late James Earl Jones, John Amos, and Louis Anderson. Please support the podcast by liking, sharing, subscribing. We thank you for watching.